testifying, I have never had a juror be able to take anything out of the jury room, and of course they're given the warnings every night. Don't discuss the case. Don't deliberate outside the presence of the jury, the other jurors. So it seems a setup for doing some of that outside the presence of the jury, the rest of the jurors, and that may be a problem.
What do you think about the fact that they have been deliberating 23 hours? I want to look at our clock. 23 hours and 20 minutes to be specific. And yet, there hasn't been any communication from the jury that says, Judge, we can't reach an agreement. And so they're still diligently deliberating. Have you seen that before in Wisconsin in your experience?
I think it's getting very long. I do think, yes, there can, given the very complicated presentation of evidence, the lots of video, differing takes on the same video by each side, it makes sense that there's going to be a lot of deliberation and potentially differing jurors talking about, still reasonably talking about what decision they can come to. I think given that the jury instructions in this case too, not just lengthy, but also complicated. There's self-defense, and within that, the judge instructed both that there's no duty to retreat, and that, if you provoke the defense, then you have to take that into consideration in various ways within self-defense. Given the testimony of the video, I think there's a lot to talk about. I can certainly see people having an opinion, being fairly strongly opinionated one way or the other, but having two groups. One set saying, well, maybe there's provocation, or maybe, we can't really get over the fact that he's just here, maybe he shouldn't be here. And the other faction saying, well, this looks like self-defense. Here's the factors that go to self-defense, and having, potentially still, I guess, a profitable discussion. But at this point, it is getting to be very lengthy jury deliberations. I think, obviously, there's going to be concerns about whether they're going to reach a verdict on all of the counts.
All right. And one other thing I'll note is the judge did say, when the state said the jury cannot take their notes home, the judge said, I agree, but if they have notes on their jury instructions, they can take those jury instructions home. So we are going to continue to follow that. Sarah, you'll stay with us because we do want to take a break, but when we come back,
Free Kyle Rittenhouse.